everybody, it's Jackie and I'm super excited to share with you today how I make my marshmallow fondant. Anytime I make a cake, I make homemade fondant. I feel like it tastes so much better than store-bought, and it's pretty inexpensive to make, and the process is pretty darn fun. It's like adult Play-Doh. So the first thing you want to do is get your counters very clean. And then here are the ingredients. You want mini marshmallows and 2 pounds of 10 times sifted powdered sugar. The sifting is important because if you don't have the sifted powdered sugar, it will clump. And you can see here I'm greasing up a spoon using shortening, and then I'm also going to pull some shortening out of a container and put it in a bowl. You don't want to use the container straight from there because you're going to be dipping your hands into it and you don't want to use a whole tub up. The bowl will come in handy later. And here I am measuring out an entire pound of mini marshmallows. The bags that I found were 10-ounce bags, so I actually usually guess what 16 ounces would be using 2 bags, but for a video I wanted to be official for you guys, so you guys should feel special. Now that the marshmallows are measured out to a pound, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of water. I currently have water on the stove heating up, trying to get it to a boil, so while that's boiling I am prepping my work area. I have the powdered sugar all ready to go, and I'm taking more of that shortening and I'm just rubbing it on the island. This kind of looks ridiculous, but you just want an extremely greased up surface because the mixture to make fondant is so sticky. So here I am just getting my island very, very greasy. You can see it's all over my hands, but since I'm not ready to put my hands in the fondant, I'm washing them off. So here I am placing the marshmallows on top of the boiling water. This is a double boiler. Of course, you can tell that my video is a time-lapse video. This is not as quick as it goes. This is 8 times as fast as normal, just so that this is not a 45-minute video. But pretty much every process I have time-lapsed to make this a shorter version, but it gives you a great idea of the process. As the marshmallows sit on the double boiler, this is not something that you can leave. You do need to stir it constantly. These marshmallows will burn very quickly and they melt pretty fast, but you want to keep them moving, and you'll see that eventually you'll get to a completely melted bowl of marshmallows. You just have to be patient and work with it. Okay, so I checked and this is not 8 times as fast. This part is only 3 times as fast. You can see the marshmallows are almost completely melted, and here I am just making sure I scrape the edges, try to break up any clumps that are left in there, but it's almost complete. Look how beautiful this looks. So now I am greasing up my hands, and you can see that I pulled the bowl of marshmallows off of the stove. I don't know if you noticed in the beginning of the video, but I did take my rings off. You do not want to be wearing wedding rings while you do this. I dumped the sugar on top of my marshmallows, and here I am dumping now the entire mixture onto the island. At this point you might be wondering if this is actually going to turn into fondant, but I promise you it will. It just is a complete mess right now. And you can probably see why I greased my hands, greased the spoon, greased the spatula, and greased the counter. It is a big sticky mess. Now this is the part of the video that is 8 times as fast because it does not come together very quickly. You just have to work with it and keep kneading it, kneading it, kneading it. You can add your sugar in more slowly than I do, but I don't have the patience for that, so I add the entire 2 pounds to begin with. As you're working, if the dough seems too dry, go ahead and add a little bit of water, and you can also re-grease your countertops or your hands as often as you need. That just helps keep the fondant from sticking to your hands, to the counters, and it also just kind of binds it a little bit more without it being super dried out. This is one part that I can't tell you exactly how to do because it's going to kind of depend on the climate of your kitchen, the climate of where you live. My house retains humidity a lot, and I made this in the middle of summer, so it was pretty moist inside our house. I didn't have to add a lot of extras, but it also it made it pretty darn sticky too, so I had to grease a lot. So now I cleared the countertop of the excess sugar just so I could work on kneading my fondant. I would now consider this a ball of fondant, but I do need to knead it just to work out any sugar bubbles or clumps that might be in there. You can see I added some more water, some more grease, and I'm just going to town. Kind of hard to believe that that pile of sugar has turned into this, isn't it? I just cut my girls each off a piece. They love playing with fondant. It's just like a Play-Doh at this point. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a big thumbs up. I love seeing that kind of encouragement, and I'd absolutely love to have you follow me and my channel as a subscriber. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to know of all future videos, be sure to hit the notification bell as well. I really appreciate you taking your time to watch this video. And below I have linked to 2 other fondant videos, how to color fondant and how to properly store your fondant. Thank you.